He thought that she went into labour and stayed with his mum instead. And the frustrating part is this didn't come out of nowhere. So this woman, Kelly, is 25, heavily pregnant, like due any day. And they had a clear plan. When it starts, he leaves work, picks her up, takes her to the hospital, and stays with her the whole time. Simple. He works 10 minutes away, and his boss is on board. Everything is set up to go smoothly. Except there's one thing that keeps getting in the way. His mother. She's involved in everything. Calls constantly, needs his attention daily, has a habit of having emergencies at very specific times. Anniversaries, birthdays, anything that's supposed to be about them. And at some point, you stop seeing that as a coincidence. So as the due date gets closer, she starts thinking about it more seriously. Because this isn't just another dinner getting interrupted. This is labour. This is something Kelly is already scared of. And she starts to wonder, what happens if his mother decides that she needs him right then? So, wanting reassurance, she brings it up and asks her husband. And it doesn't go well. It turns into an argument. Him defending his mother, Kelly trying to explain that she just wanted to feel like she can rely on him. She even suggests having her best friend as a backup. Someone who can drive her, stay with her, just in case. And that idea gets shut down. He says, how can you not trust your own husband? Which sounds reasonable on the surface, but it also kind of ignores everything that she's already seen. Sometimes people don't doubt your words, they doubt your patterns. So Kelly is sitting with this feeling that something's going to go wrong, and no one's taking it seriously. And this is where she makes a decision she already knows isn't great. She decides to test it. She calls him while he's at work and tells him it's happening, the labour's started. He says he's coming, sounds urgent, sounds like he means it. And for a moment, she feels a bit of relief. Like, okay, maybe she was wrong. But half an hour goes by and nothing. She calls him, no answer. Now it's been close to an hour and he finally calls back. And this is where everything validates Kelly's fears. Because he calls her at the hospital. But not for her, for his mother. Because apparently he called his mum to tell her that she was going into labour and she had had a heart attack from the excitement. And he made a decision. He stayed with his mother. He told his pregnant wife, who he knew was supposedly in labour, to call a friend instead. And just sit with that for a second. Because this is the exact situation that she was worried about. Not a similar one, not a hypothetical, the exact one. The one he was adamant wouldn't happen. So she tells him the truth. She's not in labour and that this was a test. And that now she knows how things would go down. And this is where everything flips. He gets angry, says she manipulated him, that she gaslit him. But you don't lie to your partner to prove a point. And to be fair, he's not wrong. But it also kind of sidesteps what actually happened. Because now the focus isn't on the decision he made, it's on how she exposed it. His mother, it turns out, didn't have a heart attack, just a false alarm, which doesn't exactly help his argument. But he sticks to it, says he didn't choose his mum over her, he chose the bigger emergency, says he thought that she could handle getting herself to the hospital, and that part is hard to ignore, because it quietly puts her in second place, while pretending that it doesn't. And now she's left trying to figure out what just happened. Because, yeah, she lied, but she didn't create the outcome. She just forced it to show up early, and it matched exactly what she had been worried about all along. And now they're both stuck arguing about trust, while neither of them really trusts the other, which is kind of the bigger issue sitting underneath all this. Because if she hadn't tested it, would anything about his response have been different? Or would she just be finding out about it in real time while actually in labour? So thanks for judging that one with me on Am I the Asshole But Zen. Let's see if your verdict changes next time.